You need to know these two additional things to how to deploy a model in production. I usually don't do a part two of these answers, but I felt the need to do that because it's getting a lot of attention and I was a little concerned about what I was seeing in the comments. First thing you need to know is that don't get tied to one individual deployment tool or approach. There are many, many ways to deploy a project in production in the real world. So don't feel like, oh, I learned Flask or I learned this API tool, I'm okay. That's not really the way things are done. In the real world, your algorithm might be part of a greater package. It might be deployed with a whole series of other tools. It may or may not have a GUI. It may just be a report of some kind. So don't get too tied down to any technology and think, okay, I'm safe. The second thing you need to know is that the technology side of deployments is really only about 40%. 60% of the battle is what I call the politics of data science. You're going to need the approvals, the reviews, the legal reviews in some cases. You have to come up with contingency plans. You have to get the user sign-offs. Those are all things that go into a deployment. Just because the tech side is done doesn't mean you get to deploy the next day. Far from it. As a chief data scientist, as a leader in data science, this is also when I was most involved because even my most senior people couldn't navigate those politics. There's a lot of hand-to-hand combat that happens in those situations. So keep in mind that when I say that deployments are hard and that you really can't teach it, I'm also referring to those politics that are really much more about your people and your management skills than they are any individual tech skills.